Good evening, morning, or afternoon, everybody at the world. Welcome back to the Mega Man 2 Randomizer Tournament. This is on the lower side of the house. Sorry for the delay. We're about to get this bad boy started. Charlieboy, Arispici. Winner here, I believe, will be taking on... I'll come back to you on that one. I'm Sensei-sama, and joining me in the booth is Matt Philly. Hi, Holden.
Hey, how's it going? It's gonna be a slobber knocker, man. These guys have been going back and forth at each other, you know, throwing little jabs, but it's gonna be a fun fight, man. I'm enjoying to see these two champion versus champion match that we have today.
Indeed, Arispici was last year's champion on the challenger side of the house, while Charlieboy won the main tournament last year. So this is definitely going to be a mixture of things to come. So our flag sets for the first match will be easy, zipless, hidden, full custom. So we got some really good stuff going on with that.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. This definitely two of the best runners we have in this whole thing, and best in the community. So it's going to be quite a crazy match we're going to see today.
Very much so.
And I do believe the winner of this match will go into the losers bracket of round 5, which will their opponent will determine the next losers round 4 bracket between 2% Chungus and LV Creed. So should be pretty interesting.
It looks like Bobbleman found by Arispici. Meanwhile, Charlieboy found a whammy level.
Woo! Here we go. We're starting off hot here.
Considering that it's zipless, Charlieboy is going to actually take the Heatman fight. Meanwhile, Arispici is going through Mario Falls.
Yeah, considering that it's zipless, it doesn't really matter too much in terms of any abilities going forward in Heatman here. He would have to do this exactly how he's doing it regardless of having any items. So it's not too bad of having a Heatman stage first. It's kind of good to get something new, or like not new, but harder out of the way. So we'll just see how it handles for him. So far, the trash cans are Buster shots, so that helps out a lot because those things can be pretty crazy when they're not.
Indeed, and looks like we have Joes. Joes are pretty much manageable, and then we got Gear Jesters as well, so...
See, we've got Charlieboy playing Link today while Arispici is playing Roll. Definitely interesting.
Oh, they added Link to the sprite lineups. Not bad.
Yeah, considering that it's his sprite is a little weird, I was actually curious to see how it would work in a zipping function. But since it's zipless, we may or may not know unless Charlieboy decides to use Link the next round and they have a zips-based setup.
Oh, Crashman being very cooperative. Arispici will strike first. On tracking duties today, we have LV Creed back on the tracker today. And we have... Oh, good.
No, Charlieboy getting through the Yoko box just as normal. Looks like the Link sprite itself doesn't really have too much of a problem in the sense of just jumping straight up to grab that Yoku block and go across the lava, so not too bad for him.
Charlieboy beating one of the whammy levels incredibly early will be a major point of contention for where everybody's gonna be right now. So Arispici's taking 2 of the rather easier levels.
Yep. Got a little bit of a wild quick man here. Nothing too crazy, but he isn't Buster immune, so that's a little bit of a problem. It's definitely gonna slow him down a bit here.
Yeah,
but he gets through it.
He does 2 per. So not the 4 but the 2. And here we go. Arispici's going into the drop. And, ooh, Charlieboy finds wood next.
He's definitely getting some of the harder S levels. I would say this one's more mid-tier. You know, you go for it once you get certain levels done. But, I mean, seeing that the trash cans are basically Buster easy, you know, he's getting through this pretty well. Shrimps are being a little bit of a problem here, being Buster immune. So, wonder how that's going to come to play later on. Actually, it's not Buster immune. Never mind.
I was about to correct you there. So, all points considering right now, Arispici is getting ready to hit the quick man doors. He got through 2 rather fast stages, while Charlieboy is going through a lot longer levels. So we'll see what's going on here. And a wood. Oh, this is gonna be a much slower. It's gonna be a tad bit slower fight for wood, but luckily enough, Arispici will get knocked that down, 2 down.
And not bad for him. It was actually not that hard of a fight. Even with the stage setup, you know, it wasn't too bad for him. And he gets item 1.
Yeah, you go ahead, you got it.
No, he gets item 1. I mean, that's somewhat an advantage in certain levels for him, you know.
Yeah, you get an item 1, you're good to go, but at Zipless, it has other applications.
Exactly.
Oh, so far, somewhat, I would say this is a Team Airman.
Oh, no. Oh, that was rough.
Into the great abyss goes Arispici.
That is the pleasures of going through Airman when you got shrimps.
And you got ambush right around here. And oh, this is a dispenser too. Ugh.
That's the thing about Randomizer. You never really know once you get to levels like this, especially in Airman where there's a lot of areas to drop. You don't know what's coming, and it can get really scary.
Oh, Charlieboy trying to nab Metal Man, and looks like Metal Man is weak to uncharged shots from the heat. Crazy.
Definitely gonna help him out later on for sure. That was definitely interesting to see charge heat do barely nothing and uncharged actually do a lot more.
That's gonna be nuts. So now Charlieboy's at Metal Man, so again, you won't know until a little later on in the initial 8 to figure out how far behind or how even Charlieboy is compared to Arispici.
Arispici's really low on health here. He's really risking it. If any of these little spiders get him, and well, he gets through. That's good.
Right now, Arispici's hurting a little bit for health. But a flash.
Let's see what he decides here, if he's gonna go for it or not.
Oh, he's blasted. It should be fine though, as long as he doesn't stop the screen again. And there it is. Arispici's on the board with 3.
Definitely lucky there. He was really risking it. You know, sometimes you gotta risk it though. You gotta save those E-tanks for later on. So good call on him.
And item 3 that makes Crashman very viable here, and Arispici finds Flashman. So this is gonna be interesting. Ooh, Charlieboy getting nabbed several times by the phantom frames of the Crusher.
Yeah, he's just he took a bump right there as he went for the jumping pause strat.
I think he underjumped.
Yeah, he underjumped and hit the top and basically got him to the death. But he's not too far away, which is a good thing. It won't hurt him too much. He's just gonna be losing some seconds here.
Yeah, that's about a 10 to 15 second time waster there, because he has to get back to that part, and it's not arduous, but it is a bit tedious.
Agreed.
With that death, it kind of negates Arispici's slight fumble early on with something that in the middle of the road. So, Arispici does not get through what seems to be weird crabs. So no E for him.
Yeah, it's pretty hit and miss when it comes to that room right there. You're always gonna have some trouble, you know, depending on like what comes in down basically from those from the area to grab that E-tank.
Man.
Oh! He pushed it and it didn't work that time.
Got drilled. And Charlieboy is in crash.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna take it without any items here. So we're gonna see how slow that's gonna make him for this.
We'll see. Because right now, if Arispici get the same stage, he's gonna be significantly ahead. Oh, Arispici's find all 3 items. He's equipped.
Wow, that was really crazy for him to find all items that quick.
And as of right now, he is going to be about a level ahead.
Yeah, him having the advantage too of having like item 1 is going to definitely help him here. As we watching Charlieboy just basically take the slow route. Basically all he can do at this point. So Arispici should get an advantage here.
A little bit of the lag coming in from the Joe, so Arispici get through. And he's about to get surprised by Monkey!
Oh man, they're coming at him.
Charlieboy having to use pause strats. And Arispici's using the item 2 strats over item 1 strats. Oh, and now he switches to, a stationary item 1. So Charlieboy would have been not a good way for zipping. So Arispici's directly in a lead here.
Yeah, even having the stationary, it's still going to benefit you regardless because you're going to get a little ahead of the curve. As you can see, like, Arispici's not too far from Charlieboy in terms of climbing the scale here.
Going on to the ascent, part 1. He's literally 2.5 screens behind Charlieboy. So Charlieboy taking the longer levels without having the items is going to hurt him a little bit. We're looking at about a minute, maybe 2 minutes behind schedule. And here comes that item, and here comes that item 3 usage.
Yep. Look at how quick he's getting up there and how quickly he's catching up to Charlie on those stairs. Ooh, that carrot though got him.
Bunnied. Take a quick coffee break, and Charlieboy's gonna have to really catch a break here.
Yeah, it's still anybody's game, as we always say that, you know, regardless of where they are stage-wise, once we get into the Wileys, it gets a little crazy, so we'll see what happens. I mean, usually just watching the 8 Robot Masters is kind of just them getting through it, and hopefully not dying in the process.
And right now, it looks like Arispici does not want to be dealing with this airman. We're trying to find a weakness, and... oh, immune! Uh-oh.
He's chancing it again. Oh.
Nah, not this time.
I think he learned his lesson there.
Be faster to buster him down. Got him.
Yeah, that definitely cost him some time trying to fish for information when it ended up being pretty better with Buster.
The Fan Fiends are actually immune to the Buster!
Yeah, that is really rough. Basically, with it being zipless, there is one zipless zip you can do. Or actually, no, I am lying. You can do any zips in this, but there is a zip there. If they were doing zips, it would have been quite a bit of trouble.
Uh-oh. A little bit of Charlieboy playing a little bit dangerously here. And pays the price for it.
Oh, man.
I don't think Charlieboy has practiced this section pretty much.
No, it doesn't seem so. Meanwhile, we're having a little bit of difficulty on Arispici's screen. He's kind of glitching in and out here.
By Microsoft slideshow mode right now, so we don't know how far ahead Arispici is right now.
Charlieboy getting through the last little stretch here on Bubble Man stage. You know, the cosmetics have definitely been interesting playing in this tournament and watching people play this tournament. Seeing, you know, the question block flashes and things like that. It's definitely been a step up and definitely a lot more interesting than it has been in other randomizer tournaments.
Second time Charlieboy got that Crashman has told Charlieboy, I'm not so lazy, I'm gonna get you.
You see Arispici still looks like he's starting to get to the bottom long stretch of Heat Man. Charlieboy heading into Flashman now.
Yeah, this is gonna be a relatively longer match than necessary.
Yeah, Charlie still has Airman, which is quite a long level, but he got Crash and he got Wood, which were also longer levels. So it could be a chance that he could be ahead at this moment, or at least get ahead, depending on what happens with Arispici here.
True. Big thing here. Okay.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was just saying the big thing right now is that we don't know how far ahead or behind Arispici is due to the frames. But
oh, it looks like he's about to take a death.
Oh, he is about to take a death here.
Oh man, that's rough.
And the chat looking at Killer Raid. Yeah, Arispici is going to be about his clock is 2 minutes behind, so we don't know where he's at currently.
Charlieboy going through Heatman right now. He's fishing for some information. He needs to watch himself here because he's pretty low. Oh, nope, he's fine. He ended up finding a really good weakness there.
Air shooter being the big one there.
Yeah. What's crazy about the randomizer too, if you're not aware in the chat, the way the motions are of the actual items can be randomized too. So sometimes they'll shoot, boomerang will shoot normally like a boomerang, or it'll shoot just directly up. Sometimes, the fans will go in different directions. So it's kind of weird. You just gotta hope for the best when it comes to what weaknesses they have and things like that.
You also got there's a whole lot of problems too, like leaf shield being inverted.
Oh yeah, that is, oh my, don't get me started with inverted leaf shields. It's been definitely the one thing playing this game has always been, I don't want to say frustrating, just like, oh, okay, I have to jump and make sure I press the right direction.
Well, as personal experience, I've always despised inverted air shooters, high altitude bubbles, and falling boomerangs. Yes, quick boomerang has fallen. I've had a quick boomerang that just literally just falls.
Yeah, I definitely had some interesting one. Oh man, Arispici looks like he's taking the death here again. That's rough.
And right now, looks like we got blank screen on the Arispici, so we're gonna just continue on Charlieboy until we figure out what's going on.
We got quite a gas-looking airman stage, I'll tell you that much. It's definitely not the best air quality.
Smog.
Yes, exactly. Charlieboy gets through.
With only Quick Man left for Charlieboy, he gets his item 3. He'll get his item 1 from the Quick Man level, and other than that, he'll be ready for Wily.
Yeah, Arispici dying twice in He-Man here is definitely holding him back, which is really rough. I'm surprised he's not trying to use any of the items. Oh, it looks like he's gotten through.
Definitely a point where if you pay the price and do horrible in runs, you can really feel behind, especially if you die twice to like dumb mistakes.
Yeah, and that's just the whole thing of the randomizer, is that you're usually not prepared, or you're hoping to be prepared for whatever race comes towards you, and sometimes things like this happen and you end up in the really bad position.
I'm just waiting to get I'm waiting for the randomizer to finally give us that energy balancer.
Oh, that'd be great. The day we get an energy balancer will be interesting.
Tell you, get an energy balancer for the randomizer. I'll never have to get off the Buster ever again.
Yeah, I think that definitely is going to help out more of the Buster only people for sure.
Oh, Charlieboy not feeling confident in that laser, so says, I ain't dealing with this. I'm gonna stop time.
That was a good call by him because I saw that he was trying to basically line his jump up with Link, but the sprite basically was so thin that he actually missed it, and it kind of messed up his whole rotation. And I think he got a little nervous there, so taking the flash was a good move for him.
Definitely embraced his inner Dio Brando. And Charlieboy does not get a chance to penetrate the shield this time around. And down.
Yeah, he made that look easy.
Indeed. So that is 8 Robot Masters down. You know what that means. Waiting in the Wily saucer, we have Dr. Light with the best blinks in the game. We have a dragon. We have a design. We have colors and weaknesses. So in chat, get ready to play our favorite game, Name That Dragon. And we need a weapon, we need a weakness, we need colors and design. So, Matt, Philly, explain the game and you get first cracks.
Okay. Basically, the game is that since this is a Mega Man randomizer, the dragon will be a different color design and will have a different weakness. So we like to do this little game where we guess it, and chat can join with us. So I guess I will go first, as you said. I'm gonna go with like an orange oats. I'm gonna say he's weak to wood.
Give me my monochrome swaggin'. Weak to the crash bomb. I currently got 4.5 points. I'm trying to get 10 before the end of the season.
Oh man, you're making it rough. You're trying to do them with crash bombs like that.
Of course. I wish all the best to our runners, but I want them to suffer.
That's fair, man. That's what we're here for, right?
But of course. Also, if you are a fan of Castlevania, guess what? You now have Bloody Tears. Ooh, interesting setup here.
And Charlie made a really great choice using that the flash there. It's always kind of a hit or miss there. You get a little scared once you get up that second spot, because if you don't flash in enough time on certain enemies, it could be a really bad time for you.
Last chance, Chad. Here we go. Dragon time. And it is indeed the Swaggin' in pink. So, if you get Swaggin' in pink, so far you got 1 point. You can get another point if the weakness is there. Unfortunately, Metal Blades is the weakness, so, ooh. If you guess Metal, pink, and the Swaggin', guess what? 2 points for you. I got a half point. I got 5 points for the season. Halfway there. Ah.
Yeah, I got kind of lucky there getting the Metal Blade for the weakness. Definitely going to help him out a little bit.
And right now, he's going to have to... Charlieboy's going to have to... Ooh, interesting. So, with our new sprite randomization, in this level, we are now introducing the Pico designs. You got regular Pico, you have Twitch Pico, and you have Inviso Pico. So, we got quite a bit to look into.
Yeah, I'm hoping for Invisible Pico, man. That's been honestly the funnest part of this randomizer, is introducing the Invisible Pico.
Inviso Pico, I definitely support it.
Fun watching, not so fun sometimes when you're actually playing it, but it's a good time nevertheless.
I've had Invisible Pico in both my races, and both times they were weak to the buster, so I was a happy camper.
Yeah, I don't think I've had any really bad Invisible Pico yet that was immune or weak to a weapon that was really bad. I mean, if we get an Invisible Pico that's weak to, I don't know, let's say... wood can be kind of a problem there, dependent on... crash could be a problem for sure if you can't see, so it can get interesting here.
Here we go, and it is a regular... Oh, wow. This
oh
Pico,
my god.
comment Kame would be happy. Not only is this a regular Pico, it is weak to Windows. So yeah, Kame would be absolutely jumping for joy.
You're definitely seeing the easy part of the randomizer right now. This is
for G Mario, so far Arispici has a little bit of technical issues, but the match is going pretty swell right now. A couple interesting deaths on both sides. So, ladies and gentlemen, take your guesses now for if Wily cleaned his pipes.
yeah. From the looks of it, it looks like Charlieboy's well ahead. If Arispici's screen is pretty much matching at this point.
Wily, that is
dirty water.
that is raw sewage, and we're not even gonna go in what the mystery sludge is today. You can put your own narrative in chat.
Yeah, it's definitely a sewer I don't want to be in. I don't know what Link's doing in there, but you know, he's tougher than I am, I guess.
I ain't touching that. Not with a 10-foot pole.
I don't think there's enough sanitizer and soap in the world for me to get in there.
There's not enough sewage purifier for me to even take a dip in that one. Also, there's enough I can't swim.
I got a little flashy guts dozer here.
Ooh, flashy dozer. Is that air shooter? Dozer's been weak to shooter as of late, so.
Yeah, which makes that easy because, you know, with air shooter, you have quite a bit of, you got 2 to 3 shots to get into Guts Dozer there, which was made that seamlessly for Charlieboy.
And for Fit, we don't know yet because right now, Arispici is about 10 minutes behind schedule right now, so we do not know how close or how far Arispici is to Charlieboy. Ooh, Charlieboy getting lucky. He finds it. Oh! But he still gets it right.
A little rough there. Yeah, looking at Arispici's timer, he's definitely behind in terms of the time, so we don't really know where he's at the moment. Again, we're just gonna have to wait on race time GG to let us know what the official SRL time is.
That is true. Alright, so our first anxiety room. Medium anxiety, I guess.
Yeah, I would say it's a pretty decent anxiety. You know, you do have standard stationary item 1s, and with the carrots it can get a little rough here. Let me see what Charlie decides on.
Using the item 2, and
there it is.
Oh, he gets it! He takes
Nice.
a hit, he's gonna damage boost through, and in he goes!
What a great recovery. Great recovery.
Alright, so looks like we are catching up on Arispici's side.
Charlieboy didn't check for a wall weakness, which is pretty normal for him to do, so he's gonna have to go fishing for some info here.
He tried to yellow heat and no good. Ooh.
Wood's not working for neither.
Going with the crash bomb. Oh, crash bomb is the wall weakness. That's an E-tank.
He's got enough E-tanks, he's gonna be fine there.
Oh, fine.
that's good.
Okay, good.
No, just it's a Buster weak enemy.
The trap is weak to the Buster. Wily needs to really update from Windows right now. going back to the Buster. Pain again. And there he goes.
Yep, gets through it. You could see that he was having a little bit of trouble climbing up because of the Link sprite, which definitely made it somewhat of a disadvantage for him at that area.
Oh, we got Bionic Commando music. And Charlieboy. Oh, Charlieboy remembers that's air.
Yeah, having that was a good call, remembering that, because it was such a long trek with Buster.
Crash being annoying, and right now we're looking at catching up with... Ooh, Metal Blade was found by Arispici, though it was weak to the Buster. So right now we're trying to piece together the narrative right now for Arispici. Oh, very close on Charlieboy. 4 down, 3 down. And... Ooh. Quakeman giving Charlieboy the business.
Yeah, he's definitely an interesting Quickman. His patterns can get really wild if they weren't wild already in the original vanilla. But then you got things like this in Flashman, where it's definitely easier.
I tell you. And right now, it looks like... Ooh. Here's an interesting part here. Arispici might be way ahead.
Or they're pretty close. They're definitely close now that we're seeing the syncing. We're getting the syncing figured out at the moment.
Now the question is, though, we're at the machine at 3852. Unless Arispici, Linux, so we gotta go finding some damage. No good on the wood. No good for the bubble. It ain't the booms. Is it not the blades?
I think it might have been the blades. He just didn't hit it high enough. Yep. Super slow blades here.
Oh, no good there. Oh, looking good. There it is.
Charlieboy's heading down to the last level. We're still figuring out the syncing issue with Arispici here, but it seems like they're somewhat close in the race, at least.
Nope. Now looking at it, Charlieboy's ahead.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, Arispici's now down, so all it is an alien fight for Charlieboy, but if the weakness is not the right one, ooh boy, Arispici's can come back. Omega Wily! Is that air shooter?
I think that's Bubble. Yeah, it's Bubble.
Oh, vanilla weakness. How dare you? And that's the end.
Yep, GG's to Charlieboy there, finishing with official SRL time of 32:44. So get your GG's in chats, guys.
Indeed. Ooh, getting some feedback here.
See Arispici finish off the Wily here. See if he finds it.
speed.
Definitely found it quicker. Arispici done with a time of 33:39. Get your GGs out for him. That's race 1.
Indeed, that is indeed race 1. Charlieboy was using Link. So right now, while we get set up and hopefully get a much better quality for game 2, everybody take a minute, get yourself a drink, go use the John or the Jill, depending on where you sit on the spectrum. And then after that, we'll be back for game 2.
Yep. See you guys in a bit.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you're at in the world. Yeah, we have a bit of a situation here, so let me give you the, unfortunate news. Arispici is currently having incredible technical difficulties and overheating issues, so we will be rescheduling our Game 2 and possibly Game 3 for another day. What we're going to be doing right now is we're going to get these guys in for an interview with the intent that the next time they're available, we will be getting something going. So, since they come in, we'll do a quick interview, and then we'll be going to raid another race. We do apologize in advance, but yeah.
Yeah, these things happen, you know. You can't really do anything about it, but we will get it rescheduled. It'll be a great race, and we'll move forward with this.
Speaking of our runners, for our Game 1 matchups, we got both Charlieboy and Arispici here. How you guys holding?
I'm melting.
Tell
I'm
me
pretty sure
about
my router is too.
Yeah, it's like 105 over here in California. I'm baking.
Yep, that's what I'm dealing with too. I am so sorry, folks.
Yeah, it just dropped into the mid 80s here in Georgia, so yeah, that kind of sucks.
So we finally meet Arispici in the ring, 1v1. Oh man, no.
Yeah. Good thing it's best of three. Three
Right.
falls to a finish.
Yeah. Iron Man match. 2 out of 3 falls. Count anywhere.
Yeah, and to everybody watching, everybody who was hyped up for today, again, my apologies. If there was anything I could do to rectify this problem right now, I would, but it just seems like there's no way. Everything is just so hot. It's 92 degrees in my office right now. So...
We're just making them excuses, Arispici.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I'm a cut off promo mode. In all fairness, yeah, like, hey, GG's nonetheless for the first match. Of course, I'm excited to get into match 2 and match 3 whenever they happen. Of course, we will re-roll the seeds and stuff. I've been requesting for my matches because I also have been had like issues with equipment, I guess, prior to the tournament. Man, I had to buy a modem and a router just to be able to like compete. You know what I mean? So, and then on top of that, my compact flash card, I had an iBuffalo, but it died on me, so I had to go and buy a new one. The one that came from Walmart was like a $25 card, but I mean, it sucks. And I ordered one. And I ordered one too for like $5 or $6, and that one sucks too. So, bro, it's so hard. So I've been requesting my seeds be rolled early, and all my opponents have been fine with it so far. So I mean, yeah, we'll have to re-roll seed 2 and seed 3 and all that stuff, even though they're in the channel and whatnot. But I mean, no worries there. You know, good race. What to say about the race? I died in Bubble Man stage.
I was about to ask you about that.
from a blocky, right? The blocky, the totem, little tin can guy, right? He zipped off the screen, and apparently, like, he's got a phantom hitbox too. You know how the crushers have a phantom hitbox. Well, blockies have phantom hitboxes when they die for like a second or two in a certain area. If you walk, like Mega Man's height of Mega Man goes underneath that middle blocky where the enemy is. But if you jump, and I did like a short hop, right? If you jump, you hit the box. That's something a lot of people don't know about because you just don't jump usually after like defeating a blocky or whatever for whatever reason, right? But, or like, so you have to either hesitate or like if you do plan on jumping, you have to hesitate. But yeah, so I jumped into the phantom hitbox and died. Effing chat.
Yeah, it's funny because I had my own little incident with enemies as well in Heatman stage with the gear jesters. I literally got trapped inside of one of its hitboxes and had to take a death. I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to get out of it. I thought it was soft lock.
Yeah, I was gonna say that you guys were, from the most part, pretty neck and neck, and I think what might have been the big part of you ended up not, getting to win this match was in Heatman in that specific section because you took those 2 deaths, and that definitely cost you some time.
Yeah, rough nonetheless, but GG's. We're neck and neck, my friend, and I know the next match is going to be even closer.
Oh yeah, for sure. GG's, man. Yeah, I don't know where my other death was. I did take another death besides that one in Bubble. I forget what it was though. It was somewhat early on, and I was thinking, wow, I just took that death. Like, why did I take that death? There's something I don't remember exactly what it was. I want to say maybe air or no, it wasn't air.
I think you did take a death in air.
Was it air?
Yeah, I believe it was one of the shrimps caught you off guard.
Maybe, possibly. I remember being low on health, or maybe I fell through a pit, or being low on health.
You got sniped from a shrimp dispenser in Airman, and you took that. Also, you also took a death because you short jumped in Metal Man stage.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, that's the one that didn't need to happen. Yeah. I bumped my head. I'm not good. I never go for that E-Tank, and I took an E-Tank because I kept on hitting all these phantom hitboxes for whatever reason.
Yeah, how were you feeling with like the Link sprite? Was it definitely like a little bit more difficult, or did you feel pretty comfortable with it?
I mean, I made it, but I mean, that's not an excuse, I guess. It is a tad bit off from Mega Man Sprite 1-to-1, right? I mean, I tried to make it as best as I could as a 1-to-1 swap, but I mean, it was kind of hard to do that. So yeah, I mean, maybe there's a little bit in front, a little bit of behind Link where the hitbox extends or something like that. So it's not exactly pixel perfect. I mean, that's not an excuse though. I've played the game enough. I can play with all the other sprites. Am I completely used to them with, like, say, pixel perfect platforming and stuff? No, not yet. It's only been like a couple months, right, since they've been put in the game. So it'll probably take a little while, a year or so, for me to completely get used to them and be able to do that. But yeah, so I wouldn't say it was necessarily completely the Link sprite's fault. I don't do good on that jump with Mega Man or anybody else. I can do the jump. Yeah, I just sometimes I just mess up. That probably had something to do with it this time, yes.
Well, with that being said, any last word from both of you guys before we shut down?
All I'm going to say is I'm just going to fill a bath with ice water and just jump right in. That's what's still going on right now.
So yeah, we'll have to schedule up. I'll see you for match 2 or race 2 and potential race 3 in the next couple days. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the links in the chat for our charities and our fundraiser in case that hasn't happened yet. Please donate if you can to either one of those, charity or the fundraiser, the Matcherino, aka, or the Tiltify. We're about $100 away from the goal for the charity to save the children, and we're about $75 away from our prize pot goal. And we only have 6 matches to go, so don't feel pressured to do so. But if you can, please make sure to donate to those. Also, I'll drop a link to the promo playlist. Me and Arispici have been cutting promos on each other for this match, so if you guys are interested to watch that, there it is. Please join the Discord. You can also find the playlist in there. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks to the commentators. Thanks to Creed and Kame for helping out in the background. Thanks to SpeedGaming for letting us have it. Thanks for Squidman and Daggett, Duckfist, Maddie Walker, making the original randomizer and updating it with the community. Prodigy as well for his work on there. And, thanks, guys.
Well then, on behalf of from everybody in the Speed Gaming family of networks, and everyone around the world, for Creed, myself, I am Sensei Sama.
And I'm Matt Philly. Thank you guys for hanging out with us today.
Indeed, be safe, be merry, and eat as much as you can. Stay hydrated, folks. Take care.
Definitely stay hydrated. Have a good one, guys.
Have a nice day!
Bye.
In the playlist in there. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks